that caught my attention, and you will see the same things that I saw. Let's watch.
We have to introduce the concept of free fall. So let's use this model of the Earth. And let's enlist the help of a friend, Patsy. You might know her.
So what is significant about this video is, number one, it was live to school children. Number two, we have this stuffed animal that is transitioning in on another video channel. And the actor is able to reach up and grab this doll in real 3D space and manipulate this doll with their hands. And so the only way you're going to pull that off is with one technology. And that technology is virtual reality. Next segment, I'm going to show you how NASA grabs objects in 3D space, rotates them around, manipulates them. They can do this with water, with cloth, anything. And the cool thing about it is we can take what they're doing, what they're seeing with their contact virtual reality augmented lenses, and put that on a separate video layer live. So in this clip, they're talking live feed, and wouldn't you know, we have a astronaut go by us in the background, obviously trying to give it a more realistic, spacey, station busy effect. The only problem is the camera that was supposed to mask this harness out, or the video feed, is not working. And so we see the guy come flying along in a harness on his wires. Pretty amazing. But that's not all that goes wrong here. Okay, so you see to the right, this guy's flipping this hat. This hat's actually on another video channel in 3D space. It's virtual reality. They're wearing augmented contact lenses so that they can interact with these 3D objects. Now, in this scene, the guy on the left in the green shirt, he thinks he sees an object in 3D space that's being broadcast to him, so he grabs it and he puts it off to the side. He's looking straight ahead because he's looking at an object rotating in front of him, but the video channel is down that is supposed to show the viewers what we're supposed to see, and so we don't actually get to see the object that he is seeing. And I would just sum this up as a very terrible, bad, horrible day for NASA doing live feeds.
So then I ask you, if we can prove, and I think the evidence is abundant, when you look at websites like WALLACE.com, look at the documentaries like A Funny Thing Happened to the Moon, On the Way to the Moon, and many others that have been done, if we can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I think there's more than enough evidence to do so, that Apollo never happened the way we were told that it did, then neither did this. This is the picture we've all seen in our textbooks. This is from Apollo 17. I've got a YouTube video where I show another picture taken from Apollo 17 where the astronaut is like kind of right in the foreground, and over his shoulder is the Earth. And I did this live on the air on Google Hangout. I took the audience, I said, look, we're going to the NASA website, we're going to Apollo 17, we're on the Apollo 17 page, look at this picture, scientists on the moon, clicked on that picture, download it, bring it into Photoshop, adjust the levels, the contrast levels, and what do you know, a rectangular box shows up around the Earth. What's a rectangular box doing around the Earth? By the same mission that gave us this picture, that was in every one of our textbooks growing up. This was the only picture we saw for decades until they started putting out the Blue Marble series, and none of them looked the same. Which one, NASA? Which one's our Earth? Continents are shifting and growing and shrinking in size. Everything, colors, everything looks different. My favorite one is the one from 2002. That's the one if you bought an iPad or an iPhone, it's the default background. In fact, no, I don't have my iPad with me, but if I turn my iPad on, it's still there. I still have the default background. That's the Blue Marble from 2002. Well, I brought that one into Photoshop and did an analysis on it because I saw some other people doing it, and I wanted to check it for myself. And I kept seeing where the Photoshop clone tool was replicating clouds. These are just a few of the highlighted areas where that's the case. Wait a minute, if we're taking pictures of the Earth, why the heck do you have to use Photoshop to replicate clouds? And why is the majority of the modifications in the so-called southern hemisphere? This is what really got me going. You know, when I went down this trail, started looking at the blue marbles and looking at pictures allegedly shot of our Earth from space, and seeing actual footage of Apollo 11 faking the Earth in the window, because they had a circular window inside the capsule, and they're on the other end of the capsule. They had all the lights out, and they're angling the camera in such a way that the curvature of the window is giving the illusion of a spherical Earth that they were supposedly shooting through the window to see.
Unfortunately, we only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with a TV camera. So your view now is probably better than ours is. Roger, we copy. 11, Houston, if you could comply, we'd like to see some smiling faces up there. If you could give us some interior views, I'm sure everybody'd like to see you, over. Okay, we'll reconfigure the TV for that. Roger. Apollo 11, Houston, appears to us that we're seeing a view from outside, plus a little of the inside. It appears you've taken the camera away from the left window. Now, over. That's correct. We're moving it back and reconfiguring for interior lighting. Roger. We can still see the Earth through the left window, and it appears that we can see a floodlight off to the left, either that or some sun shafting through the hatch window. It's a floodlight. Now we're coming in. Can't quite make out who that is. That's Big Mike Collins there. Well, you got a little bit of... Yeah, hello there, sports fans. You got a little bit of me, plus Neil's in the center couch, and Buzz is doing the camera work this time.
All right, do you see Photoshop?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And if those of you think this technical difficulty was planned and think I'm scamming you, go do it for yourself. Because you're going to find the exact same thing. I got nothing to hide here. This is live on the air, okay? I'm going to zoom in on the Earth in Photoshop. You see the Earth?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go to Image, Adjust, Levels, and I'm going to bring the levels over here. And I'm going to bring the levels up. Uh-oh. What is that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. Why is there a square box around the Earth allegedly taken from the scientists on the moon in Apollo 17? And people wonder why I don't trust NASA. That's why I don't trust NASA. I mean, they're always out there saying, you know, Rob, everybody's trying to show you stuff from space and you keep rejecting it. This is why I reject it. These guys are liars. I mean, anybody who has Photoshop can just go to the NASA website, download the photo, do exactly what I did, see for yourself.
combo burgers and 1 regular. Thanks.
Big puppy moving into position now. What a sight. Big puppy mission and they need to install the large field guard. Armed today with an MC armor. Don't miss any of those. Armed certificate, one land crab. Car rating delivery truck on Highway 12 this morning. Now it's payment. Big fella.
Thank you.
After the old car